it's Caroline here. Welcome to my channel, and today I am finishing up, or starting to finish up, with my March 12 by 12 products, the Best of Both Worlds kit. Before I move on to the April kit, I'm a little bit behind. I've not been feeling very well, so I have just been resting up and having some relaxation time, but now I am ready to crush this kit, get it all put away into albums, and then unbox my April kit. I've already done a little bit of cutting, so I'm working with the grid design today. So I've got a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock as my background, and I am using papers from the 6x6 paper pads. These are cut at 3.75 inches squared, and so I've got 8 of those to make a grid. The sun's just typically coming out now, to make a grid around the outside, keeping the centre empty for my title. I'm going to work on this black cardstock to make the colours pop, and I'm going to ink my edges in a moment with black distress ink. And I have 4 3x4 photos of my daughter dyeing her hair for the very first time. So I am going to sort my lighting out, ink my edges, and put things on fast forward and put this one together. Okay, so my edges are all inked, and this is the combination of papers that I've decided to go with. I'm going to add my journaling onto the striped papers, and then I have these 2 3x3 inch sentiment cards from the Pink Fresh cut apart sheet, and I'm just going to switch those out so that they are each on the opposite colour, if you like. So the red card will go on some yellow paper and vice versa. I've decided to go with my photos in a slightly different configuration to Chamel's sketch. So she had originally got the 4 photos, so they were in a kind of a diamond. I've decided to put the 2 after shots together because I think they hold more impact, and also because Elora is facing a different way in each of the photos. It worked nicely for her to kind of be looking at herself in the order that I've placed them. This spread actually comes together quite quickly. I'm just going through the Pink Fresh sticker sheets now because I'm going with quite a bold colour scheme, that red and the yellow with that stripe. I'm not hoping to pull in too many colours. I really want to just focus on the red and the yellow in the kit. I was surprised at just how much, it wasn't a kit that I would have thought I would have made a red and yellow page from, but actually, you know, there was quite a few touches, different stickers, etc. in those on those sticker sheets that it was enough. There were enough there for me to be able to pull in for this spread, for me to be able to embellish it well, and also to use my stash, because a lot of those I possibly wouldn't have used in different layouts going forwards. Don't tend to, this isn't a colour scheme that is natural to me. I wouldn't tend to go towards these colours, so really happy that I've managed to be able to use them here. And those 2 kind of chipboard pieces, the one that I'm putting down now and the one on the other side that I'm just about to adhere, those are Pink Fresh from a really old collection. I can't even remember what the title of the collection. It was they were just some that I had in my stash, and when I was going through my products at the very beginning of this month, those were a couple of additional embellishments that I pulled in when I realised that I didn't have that many stickers, etc. So happy to get them onto a layout, and really pleased that the sentiments match the story that I'm going to tell well. What I'm doing here is I'm just pulling in those layered stickers because I kind of regret buying them. They were expensive. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them, but I wanted to push myself, and I haven't used very many of them at all. So I was really looking to see if I could bring them into this layout, but they don't match the colour scheme very well at all, and I'm really struggling to use them. So I'm just going to keep going with them, and I hope that in the next couple of layouts that I've got to come, I will get some used up, and if not, they will go in my stash, and hopefully they won't just get lost forever, but we'll see. At this point, I've decided to just layer up the stickers from the sticker sheets. I'm not really following the design that Chamel had on her sketch anymore. I'm just going with the flow, going with what looks right on my page. Because I've got those 2 photos together on the bottom right, I'm kind of drawing up the weight to the top left so that I've got that other photo and that sentiment card. So I've almost got two corners, if you like. I've got the top left corner with two photos and a sentiment card, and then the bottom right corner with two photos and a sentiment card. They're just in a slightly different configuration, and it works well. I do end up, at this point I hadn't planned to put any embellishment on that top right journal card, that striped card, but I do end up stretching out the embellishments onto that because it just looks a little bit lost there. And what I've actually done here is punch out some pinked circles with a Martha Stewart punch from the scraps of paper from the 6x6 papers that I've cut these squares from. It was just to bring in some of the patterns into different places, and also just to layer up underneath the stickers, because everything felt a little bit square and it just needed different shapes, a few more patterns spread across the layout, just for more visual interest really. I was just conscious that all I was really doing was sticking some stickers down, and I wanted some different layering, different depths and different interest. Now the centre of the page is deliberately empty. On Shamel's original layout, that's where she put her title. She put that on a really nice die cut globe, I think. I'm not sure at this point what it is I'm going to put in the centre. I know I want my title there, and I had intended to layer that title onto something, but I wasn't really sure what to put there, so I'm just leaving it blank at this point. Going back into these embellishment clusters, this time with a heart punch, and bringing in that nice stripe and some of the different patterns, so that each of these embellishment clusters features the pattern from the other areas, so that they're represented in different spaces on the page, just to help with things feeling cohesive. I was toying with the idea of adding some stitching onto this page, so it was almost like a quilt, and I think I might have done that if I'd actually decided to fill that centre space with a piece of pattern paper. On reflection, and looking at my final layout, it would have looked just as good, possibly better, if I had put a piece of pattern paper into the centre and then layered my title on the top, because I don't go with that die cut piece idea that Shamel did. And if I had done that, then I would have added some stitching, I think, kind of stitched the grid together, but as it is, I'm happy with the way things look, and the title certainly does pop when I finally get that on there. I managed to use some stickers that I haven't used for a very long time. I think I used them recently on the layout, but they're ones that I've had in my stash for absolutely ages, so it's really good to have got them used on two layouts this month with this yellow in the spread. So really great. And then pulling in the sticker book from, I think, the January Best of Both Worlds kit. It was a Simple Stories sticker book. It had a few red elements, and that's what I'm really looking for. I'm just going through looking for the reds and any of the yellows that might match, but the yellow in the Simple Stories collection was a bit more mustard, so I end up not pulling in the yellow, but the red worked really, really well. So just managing to add in a couple of touches here and there with that red from that sticker book, just to finish things off. I really enjoy adding in just small phrase stickers, little heart stickers, just to tie the colours everywhere and just to really make these embellishment clusters really interesting and pretty. And here we have the finished layout, minus my journaling. That's going to just go up on the striped paper up there and possibly down here as well. I've added in a couple of puffy rainbow stickers, and it's still very wet, but some ink splatters with some white Dylusions ink. I found that the white mist from Dylusions is the best one for me personally when I'm using it for ink splatters. It just takes a lot of time to dry, and you also have to make sure you're shaking it really, really well to get that really, really bright white look. So really happy with how this one came together. It was super quick to put together, which was really surprising, but it looks great. I'm really, really happy with it. I think I'm happy with this layout of the photos as opposed to that kind of square triangle. I really wanted to put these two together, these after shots together, so that you got that full effect of the look. And just happy to get my journaling on this once this is all dried. I'm going to pop this somewhere where I can't see it so that I'm not tempted to write on it too soon. I'm going to have to give this, I would say, 24 hours to dry, because these are nice thick ink blots. So if you have enjoyed this process video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you here for more of my videos. So thank you once again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.